Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to stand before you today on this remarkable stage, a space that has witnessed countless stories of resilience, courage, and transformation. We have a succession plan for many cancer patients. Tonight, I want to talk about a universal truth, something every single one of us has faced at some point in our lives. Failure. Yes, failure. It's a word that often makes us uneasy, a word we try to avoid at all costs. But here's the twist. Failure is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of growth, the spark for reinvention, and the teacher that no success can rival. So let's reframe how we view failure. Let's learn to embrace it, to glean wisdom from it, and to rise above it. Because every stumble holds a lesson, and every setback paves the way for a comeback. Tonight, I'll share with you not only why we should learn from failure, but also how we can transform it into the fuel that propels us to greater heights. Let's dive in. Failure, often seen as a negative experience, is actually one of life's most profound teachers. When we encounter failure, we are presented with an invaluable opportunity to learn, grow, and refine our approach. It strips away pretense and reveals our vulnerabilities, pushing us to confront our limitations and question our strategies. In these moments of self-reflection, we gain clarity about our strengths, weaknesses, and the paths we have chosen. Failure acts as a mirror, reflecting not just where we went wrong, but also how we can improve. This perspective, though uncomfortable, is what fosters resilience and adaptability. When we examine the lives of successful individuals, one common thread becomes apparent. They failed, often repeatedly, before achieving greatness. Consider Thomas Edison, who famously remarked that he didn't fail 1,000 times, but rather discovered 1,000 ways that didn't work. Each failure was a lesson guiding him closer to his goal. This mindset is not reserved for inventors or pioneers. It applies universally. The process of trial and error is intrinsic to human progress. Failure provides feedback that success often does not. When everything goes right, we rarely pause to analyze why. It is in moments of failure that we are compelled to dissect our actions and uncover the root causes of our outcomes. The fear of failure, however, can be paralyzing. It is a barrier that holds many back from taking risks and exploring new opportunities. This fear is often rooted in societal pressures and personal insecurities, leading to an avoidance of challenges that carry a risk of failure. Yet this mindset is counterproductive. By avoiding failure, we also avoid growth. Life's greatest achievements are often born from taking bold steps into the unknown, where the possibility of failure is very real. Embracing failure requires a shift in perspective, a willingness to see it not as a sign of inadequacy, but as a step in the journey toward mastery and achievement. One of the key lessons failure teaches us is humility. It reminds us that we are not infallible, that perfection is an illusion, and that progress is a process. Humility opens the door to collaboration and learning from others. It fosters a mindset where feedback is valued rather than resisted, and where improvement takes precedence over ego. When we accept that failure is part of the process, we become more open to seeking help, listening to advice, and engaging with diverse perspectives. Failure also builds resilience. Each time we confront failure and rise again, we strengthen our ability to face adversity. Resilience is not just about enduring hardship, but about adapting and thriving despite it. It is the quality that allows us to persevere when the odds are against us, to find solutions in the face of obstacles, and to maintain hope and determination when circumstances are challenging. Resilience, like a muscle, is developed through repeated use. Failure, therefore, is a necessary component of its growth. Moreover, failure encourages creativity and innovation. When our initial efforts do not succeed, we are pushed to think differently and explore alternative approaches. Some of the most groundbreaking discoveries and inventions emerged from failed attempts. Failure forces us to question assumptions, reimagine possibilities, and step outside the confines of conventional thinking. It sparks ingenuity and fuels the desire to overcome challenges, driving progress in ways that success alone cannot. The lessons learnt from failure extend beyond personal growth. They have the power to transform teams, organizations, and even societies. In a culture that embraces failure as a learning tool, innovation thrives. Teams are more willing to experiment, take risks, and pursue bold ideas, without the fear of judgment or reprimand. If organizations that value learning from failure create environments where individuals feel empowered to contribute creatively, knowing that mistakes are not the end, but rather stepping stones to improvement. This mindset fosters a spirit of collaboration, curiosity, and continuous learning, which are essential for sustained success. Learning from failure also instills empathy. When we have experienced setbacks, we are more likely to understand and support others who are going through similar challenges. Empathy builds stronger relationships, enhances communication, and creates a foundation of trust. It allows us to lead with compassion and connect with others on a deeper level. Through failure, we gain the perspective needed to guide and mentor others, sharing lessons learned and encouraging them to persevere. Failure, when embraced, becomes a powerful catalyst for growth. It teaches us to adapt, to innovate, and to persevere in the face of challenges. It instills humility, fosters resilience, and fuels creativity. By reframing our relationship with failure, we unlock its transformative potential and pave the way for greater success.